G'day guys, Beach Bush here. Well, I got a new bait. So no, it's not exactly a new boat. It's a new boat to me. It's a second-hand boat. What it is a 485 Savage Scorpion with the front removed and turned into a center console. Now yes, as you can see, needs a bit of work here and there. It's got a couple scratches, got a couple dings, don't know if you'll be able to see that. Got a bit of corrosion going on. Nothing too bad, but for the price that I paid for it, it's an absolute steal. One of the best things about this boat is the trailer. It is absolutely sturdy as anything. It's got GXL rims on it, massive, massive frame, got shockies. It's great for off-road, which I plan to do. It's got a little storage box on the front, spare wheel, sort of everything you need. It does need a new jack, which I have ordered, and I'll be fitting that hopefully, because this actually doesn't raise up high enough for my car to get underneath it. The motor that's on it is a 60 horsepower 2009 Yamaha. The seller said it has about 600 hours on it. The hour meters on the dash actually do not work. So I'll have to hook up my sounder to it, and that way I'll be able to tell exactly how many hours on it and also monitor the engine. It does have a couple scuff marks just from being raised up too high and hitting these rod holders, so I need to somehow limit how far it actually tillers back. Now, as you can see inside the boat, the floor is a bit iffy. It does need to be replaced eventually. It will work for me for the meantime. It's a center console. It has a Hummingbird, which I will replace with my Elite FS 9. It also has the older style combat Watersnake, which I will take the Watersnake off my breeze boat, which is up there, and put it on the front of the bow. I think one of the best things about this boat is the deck space that I have in this compared to my old boat. It is like I can walk around. I did not have anywhere near this much space in my old boat. There's even space up the front if you want to cast off the front. Another awesome thing is this live bait tank by ProWave. As you guys would have seen in my last video, I actually built a DIY live bait tank, but this works awesome for me. You can cut your bait up here, you can keep them in there, fish off here. It came with 2 snapper racks, which is awesome because I really want to do some float lining. On top of the T-top is a solar panel which continuously charges the batteries. There's 2 batteries in parallel down below the center console. There's also a kill tank just here and 2 understore fluoro hatches either side of the fuel tank, which sits just here, and it's a 75 litre tank. These are the 2 batteries that are in parallel. As you can see, the wiring could use a little bit of touching up, but thankfully I'm an electrician by trade, so that won't be too hard. Awesome thing, this Fusion stereo does look a little bit old, but it pumps tunes. I've had that running already. Now look, as you guys can tell, it's not the nicest boat. It does need a bit of work. I don't mind putting a bit of work into the boat, but mainly it fit in my budget. Shout out to RJ, he sold it to me for 11 grand, which I thought was an absolute steal for both the boat, trailer, and the engine. I really hope this boat allows me to get way further offshore, catch some big pelagics, which I've never done before, and I'm really excited to bring you guys along with me. As well as that, I'm keen to do some camping trips out of this boat. Anyway, like when you buy anything secondhand, it needs a little bit of maintenance, a little bit of work here and there. I don't mind doing that. Anyway, so let's jump into that. There we go. That's off. Not as sturdy as mine, but it may work. Put it on my train. A block of wood, actually. Move that. Cool. That. Well, they didn't come with any washers. These are the washers I found in my car, but I did have a bit of thread lock, so I think I'll just put some thread lock on them and yeah, hopefully the nylock stays on. All right. Now we may actually be able to put it on my ute. I just want to crank that handle around. Another thing we want to do, oh, actually we leave that on there. There's a grease nipple on the back here, just here. I just want to fill that up with the grease and crank her up and down. Cool. So for anyone wondering what jockey wheel that is, I have just replaced it with a Arc Series Off-Road 500. It's a 500 kilo one. They do also sell a 700 kilo one, but that's a bit overkill for this boat. There's barely any ball weight on this, so I actually think I need to shift the boat forward. And if you look here, it's bloody close to the mudguard, so I think I actually need to lift the boat up as well, or maybe lower the mudguard, but there's not a whole lot of clearance underneath here, and you can actually see it's rubbing every now and then, so I think I need to lift this up just by lifting up the rollers underneath the boat, which won't be too hard. Yeah. But yeah, from what I can tell, it's a seriously heavy duty jack, and I think it'll definitely last the test of time. But the main thing is I can actually put it on my car now, because before the old jack wouldn't lift it up high enough, but this one has this adjustable handle, and you can see you can actually adjust the jack up very quickly, and then you also got the piston that extends with the handle. So I'm really keen to give this a crack. Now, one of the other super important things when you first buy a boat is checking the wheel bearings, and if not, replacing them. Thankfully, I did tow this back from about 4 hours away, and I stopped about 2 hours into it. I probably should have stopped sooner, but I stopped 2 hours into it and felt the wheel bearings, and they weren't hot at all, so they're fine. And RJ, who sold me the boat, also has a spare set of wheel bearings in that front toolbox. Saying that though, I'm still going to pump some grease into the bearings. These are GSL rims, so they simply just pop off without damaging it too much, like that. And these had bearing buddies on them, so I'm just going to pump full of grease and hopefully I never have a bearing fail on me. Now, just like bearings when you first buy a boat, you also want to service the engine. So I'm going to give that a quick service. I got all the parts for the service off outbackspares.com.au, I think it is. Great website. You can buy kits for exactly what you need, you know, just oil, or you can buy a full rebuild kit. Really easy website to deal with. You just punch in the year model and the horsepower, and then you select the kit you want. I've sort of gone for a decently sized kit. I've got all the oils, thermostat, a couple inside anodes, all the stuff that I just want to do before I take the boat out for the first time, just so I know personally it's serviced. I trust that RJ, he said it was serviced. I trust that it was, but I just want to do it myself, just so we don't conk out on the ocean. Just thought I'd give you guys a useful tip. The old spark plugs that I pulled out, they're still in really good condition. I'm only just doing all this maintenance just so I know when it was done, and I know if there's anything wrong with it, in case you discover something like a spark plug or the oil's bad, which none of it is, thankfully. But because the spark plugs are good, I'm actually going to keep them and put them in the box for the new ones, because I'll put the new ones in, so I'm just going to have them on the boat as a spare. You never know when something like that's going to break. Not saying it's going to, but it's really good insurance policy to have them there. And when I change these spark plugs out, I'll throw those ones away and I'll just continue to cycle and always have one spare. Anyway, I just thought that's a helpful tip. You always want spares on your boat with stuff that's going to stop you from motoring. And spare spark plugs are always good to have, and not having to pay for another set of them is awesome. Now, another super important part of an outboard is obviously the fuel. And you don't want any bad fuel going into your engine, otherwise it can really destroy it. So an important part of any boat is a pre-filter, similar to this one here. As you can see, this is my pre-filter. That's my 2 fuel lines to go to the filter. It is a bit corroded, so I'm going to replace it. I've got all the parts just here. Also, another important part is this filter doesn't have a water separator on it. You don't want any water getting into your fuel. And being a boat, it is pretty common for it to happen, and it can conk out your engine. You have to drain the whole tank, so you really don't want that. So I've upgraded to, this is the water bowl, and you see the taps on the bottom that you can drain any of the water out. That's a really important part of any boat, especially if you have an under floor fuel tank. You know, if any water seeps down from the floor into the fuel tank and goes in the lines, you basically stuff the whole tank. Well guys, I stopped for lunch when I got a cheeky zinger box. However, don't have much light left. Being winter, the days are pretty short, and I've got work tomorrow, so I think we're going to call it here. Today I've greased all the bearings, I've greased the motor, I've fully serviced the motor. Probably the only things you could do to it more would be the impeller and the anodes. The anodes are fine, and so is the impeller. However, I did actually get a full impeller kit, just in case I want to change it in the future, and I can always just throw it on the boat, and if something drastic happens, like my impeller blades for some reason go out the window all of a sudden on a big trip, I can replace it on the water. Not that you really want to, but it is doable. There's a lot more I want to do to the boat, but I think I'm going to be trying to do it over the next couple of days after work, and I don't get home until about 5:30ish, and it's dark well and truly by 6 o'clock, so I don't know how much I'll film. It does have lights in the boats underneath the gunnels, so I will still be able to work. I want to do things like mount my sounder, run some electrical stuff, put the electric trolling motor on the front, and redo some of the electrics underneath the center console, just because they're a bit iffy. How's that? The first boat ramp full of sand, this one full of logs. There's even a log floating over there. Come on, Newcastle Council, what is this? Look at this. Bit of an upgrade. Make sure we've got no water. Any leaks? No. Hey. Light switch there. Hey. Up and away. Cool. Oh, some tunes cranking. Let's do this. G'day guys, Beach to Bush here. Today we're out again off Newcastle Harbour. It's actually a Monday. I've got today off work, thankfully, because it's going to be a pretty good day for the first half of the day. It is meant to blow up a little bit in the afternoon, so hopefully we'll be in by then. Don't know if you guys saw in the intro, I tried 3 boat ramps before I could launch this boat. The first one was at Stockton, covered in sand. Second one was also at Stockton, had a massive log over it and a massive log in the bay. Third one was Carrington, finally got the boat in. So wasted a fair bit of time, but we got it in nevertheless, so I can't complain ultimately. The time between the last clip and the clip now has actually been about a month. I've spent, the last month rewiring this, just doing everything you should do to a boat, servicing it, oils, greasing everything, and I just haven't had the time to get out on it, sadly. This weekend I've been camping, so if you follow me over on Instagram, you would have seen that. But it's winter now. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably about 15 degrees today. The water temperature is 17 degrees, so it's a bit warmer in the water. And we're going to be trying for some snapper. So my plan is to use some bottom bashing rigs as well as a live bait rig. So we're going to try and catch some live yakkers just out off this bommy and out off the Newcastle breakwall here. All I'll do is motor around, fight the bait balls on the sounder, and then drop down. Where is she? Didn't forget, did I? No, I did. Drop down this little Zabiki rig and catch some live baits and put them in. Hey, this live bait tank. The tank that I said was probably overpriced. I wouldn't buy one, but I didn't. The last bloke did who I bought this boat off, so can't complain with this. Anyway, let's go get some. There's a little bit of bait there. There's a little bit of bait on the bottom. Try and see if we can't get down to it quick enough. Oh, that's not going to help me. Still in the sounder? Yeah, it's still there. There we go, we're on. You don't want to reef them up too quick because you will pull their mouth apart. They've only got a very small mouth because they just feed on basically the particulates in the water. Oh, feels like I dropped one. I think I've got a couple on here. Open this up. Ooh, she needs some. Needs a bit of. Oh, right. Well, that's the next upgrade I've got to do. Put a bit of foam tape around that because that is, yeah, spilling stuff everywhere. Oh, what have I got here? They've little Bonnies? Or Taylor? They might be Taylor actually. Oh, okay. All over the stuff. I don't really want to get wet. Perfect. I mean, hey, we'll take them. There's little Taylor, little choppers. Got a yakker on the bottom, so I guess it's Taylor hitting the yakkers. Whew. Jesus, very big boat just went past. We'll use him as slab baits. And this yakker's probably going to get the scare of his life in a second, but when he goes in the tank with the come on, mate. I don't want to get too wet here. Well, it's sort of got him through the gill. Hopefully it's nice. Hey! That's some there. Oh, I don't know if I'll get down to them quick enough. I think I've gone over them. Yep, there we go. Couple on, just a gentle wind in. Perfect. Only one, but even if we only get them one by one, I don't mind. Hey, yeah, come down, mate. Come down, mate. That on the end one. Yeah, that's fucking finger save that hook remover. Backing down on the yakker. It's actually kind of funny backing down on it. It's like a marlin. There we go. Right there. I'll just mark that as well. Oh, we're loaded up now. Yeah, loaded up, Adam, on a red rock gun. God damn it. Wait. In him. Oh my god. I've not been pricked. That was next level scary. Woo! If I wasn't wearing a jumper and a couple layers, that would have gone through me. Woo! All right. That's what we're looking for right there. Somehow still catching none of them, but all right. There we go. Can't spend too long, or go much further in, I guess, because those waves, don't want one to break on me. Oh, they're too good yakkers. Get him in. All right. A couple more doubles, that'd be good, please. Thank you. Find that bait again. I'm just reversing back onto it because the wind's blowing me offshore. Oh, the engine's died. Oh. Okay, that's not good. Doesn't feel like it's going to feel. That bulb was pretty not squished in. Maybe it'll idle like that. It doesn't have enough RPM to suck enough fuel through. Don't do this to me. Oh, fuck. What way are we going? Oh, why am I not getting fuel? Fuck. He's been blown offshore. You know, we might try and put the electric down, take me out. Oh shit. Electric remote. It's not in this, is it? Must be in the fucking black tub. Oh shit. Okay, this is not what we needed. Yep, cool. Connect that up. I think we're getting blown out. We're fine, but. All right, that's fine. The electric's down. Getting pulled out of harm's way. We just want to be in that fucking swell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not a breather issue, is it? Maybe. That's pretty tight. The bulb just doesn't feel like it has any pressure in it, but maybe that's normal? No, not really any air. It's sucked in there. So, next thing it could be, it just doesn't feel like there's fucking that's sucking anything through. No way I've ran all the way out here on what's in that line going to it. Alright, the fuel filter, the back unit and shit. From what I can see, that bulb feels like shit. Fuck me. Alright, let's try and repair this, I guess. We got the electric taking me out. I'm in a good position. I'm fine. I'm safe. That one, please. If possible. Of course, I'm just going to unwind that bottom one 1,000 times, but not the top one. Give me a fucking rag. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, let's just wipe it down. Oh, fuck me. I got that off the other day by hand. There we go. Get that off. Let's see if I've got fuel on this. Bingo, that's my problem. I've got no fuel in that for whatever reason. So I just need to prime that. And maybe one of these has an air leak? I don't know. Maybe if we don't drop the jerry can over the side, what we do is we feed it down and like that. Alright. That out of the way. Spin that back on. Alright, let's see if that primes the bulb. Well, it doesn't feel great, but it feels firmer. See if that starts up. Nope, okay. That's not good. Sound like I wanted to go then. Oh, I'm so seasick. Maybe it's pulled all the fuel out of the filter into the lines. No, it hasn't. Oh, I've got an air leak somewhere for sure then. I have to stand up. I have to stand up. I just need to go straight. Oh, my hands are just so tingly. Oh, I hate being on the floor of the boat. Okay, that's better. Feeling better. I don't want that to tip, so I'll just put it there. So I can only rock a little bit. I think that has it. That sounds close. That feels and sounds like It's getting air out of it. And that fucking is hard now. Yes, baby. Oh, it's getting there. I think I just need to purge the fuel lines. Oh! Yes! Yes! Oh my fucking God. I cannot explain to you how happy I am. Oh, I had to bypass that filter. Oh, thank God that started. I'm just gonna let it run. I'll do some laps. We'll see if we can recover this fishing day. We might even have enough bait. Maybe we just do a run up and down the coast, just to make sure it's not the fuel in the fuel filter that I just primed up. Yeah, we'll do some laps up and down the coast. That way, if Marine Rescue does have to eventually come grab me, they can. It's easy. There's whales right there. Thank God I didn't get hit by one when I'm stationary like this. It's super dangerous. I'm not paying any attention to the whales, which was, you know, probably a rookie mistake, but oh well. Anyway, let's try and recover this fishing day. Woo! Feeling better already. Well, that's a failed mission, guys. I'm still having problems with the fuel, so I've taken the fuel filter off and I've done this. And just fed it straight into the jerry can, bypassed the whole system. That's enough fuel to easily get me back in. I could probably go fishing on that, but I'm a bit defeated. Day off work and don't even get to go fishing. I think there was some bigger powers there telling me not to go fishing after the first 2 boat ramps failed. Anyway, we'll just have to go get this fixed. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is, but I'm pretty sure it's air getting in the fuel line and it's not sucking it properly and not, you know, obviously it's going to suck the air way easier than it is fuel, and so if there's any air getting in the system, well, you know, that's just going to cause a huge problem. But I'm going to take it to a mechanic because I've done it all myself, but a bit defeated here, so I'm just going to pay someone to do it. There's a local mechanic near me and he's a really nice guy, so I'm sure he'll know exactly what the problem is and probably laugh at me. I guess I'll sign out here. We'll let these liveys go. We could eat the tailor if we really wanted to, but I'm not that hungry. I brought snacks and it's only 20 past 9. So yeah, bit of a waste of a day. Sorry about the episode, guys. Didn't quite turn out how I thought it would. Anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. It's your very lucky day. Instead of yeah, getting fed to a big snapper, getting released. Oh, I'm a big fella. In you go. Wow. Defeated. But at least we can get back.